Hello, my name is Clyde Perrigin, and I would like to thank y'all for coming out today. I was sitting in the parking lot on Monday, March 25th, while I was waiting for my second class to start, and I heard the song by the Proclaimers, "I'm Gonna Be." That song is a emotional appeal song. It is about a man who is saying that he will walk 500 miles and walk 500 more, how he will stay devoted to one woman, how he will work for her, and he will always be there for her. The song was released in 1988. Genius Media states that it became their most popular song. It was their number one song. That is the one that they are most known for here in the U.S. They was also the third rated song on the U.S. Billboard, which is pretty good for that time. As I tell you about the Proclaimers and the song "I'm Gonna Be," I hope y'all will enjoy. The Proclaimers had a rough start. Craig and Charlie were born in Leith in March 1962 in the UK. As a child, they moved to Edinburgh during their childhood, and then during their teen years, they moved to Cornwall. It wasn't until they was teenagers that they really became fond of music. They started singing together, and then they joined 3 different bands before they created their own. The 3 bands were the Hippie Hasslers, Black Flag, and Reason for Emotions. And they figured out that they was better off by themselves starting their own instead of being in a group. And that's when they became the Proclaimers. And in autumn of 1986, they became really big. They went from being just 2 boys singing to a actually music associated group. A fan of the Proclaimers was the one who got them started. He sent a video to one of the big hit list people for like songs, like the most popular, and they happened to like that song and they played it, and they had people calling them wanting to get them onto this show, and that's when they really started. And now that we have discussed the Proclaimers, let's talk more about the song itself. Song fact states that "I'm Gonna Be" was the only hit the Proclaimers had in America. It was their only song that became big in the U.S. They had more become big in different countries like Australia and the UK, but "I'm Gonna Be" was the only song. The song was written and released in 1988. It was written by Craig. He said that he was playing the piano one day and just started singing songs, like lyrics, and just wrote them down. It turned out to be a song. It took him about 45 minutes to do it. He said that he never thought that the song would be as big as it was, but it turned out to be one of their best hits and what got them started for the majority. After it became a hit, it was put into the movie Ben and June here in the U.S. The Proclaimers did not know that the song would be put into that movie, but whenever it was placed in the movie, that's when it became big in the U.S. once it was introduced. It was the number 1 hit in Australia, the "I'm Gonna Be." Now that we know about how big of a hit it was, let's talk about the content of the song. The content of the song is basically a love story of how a guy will do what he needs to for the woman that he loves. The first verses state that when I wake up, what I'm going to be the man who wakes up next to you. That's saying that no matter what, he wants to be the guy that's going to be next to the woman that he loves, or he's going to always be there no matter what. And it just shows how you're supposed to love your loved one and be with them no matter what, and be loyal to each other. One of the most known lines of the song is, "I'm going to walk 500 miles. I will walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 to fall at your door." That's just saying that he would go through whatever it takes to be there for her. He would walk 500, then walk 500 more just to be there at her door, to be there for her. It's a real emotional song with a lot of great points in it. And it said, and an additional verse says, "When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you." He's saying there that he will be a man working hard for the woman he loves. He will be he will be her provider. She won't have to worry about it. He will always work for her and them and never give up on them. And to conclude it up, I'm Gonna Be by the Proclaimers is a wonderful song. It shows how you're supposed to love someone, how you're supposed to stay loyal and stay faithful and be there for them and just work hard as a couple to fulfill your duties to each other. And just listen closely to the lyrics, because they do show great respect to one another, and they show how you're supposed to be as a relationship. And I hope this song will appeal to you the way it has for me, and I would like to thank y'all for coming out tonight. Thank y'all.